What if I told you that you could get your hands on exclusive Marvel and Star Wars merch, shop Disney items that are sold out online, and explore the most incredible Lego store you've ever seen? Today, I'm going to show you how you can experience the Disney magic without breaking the bank. And that's not everything because I also attended SEPHORiA 2026 in LA, Sephora's massive beauty event, and I have a full swag bag reveal for you at the end, valued at $700. This was one of those weekends that just came together perfectly, and I cannot wait to take you through it all. So if you're a Disney girl who also loves to nerd out about makeup, or if you're a Disney guy who loves Marvel, Star Wars, and everything in between, then you're in the right place. Oh, and by the way, hi Teddies, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Hilda. Welcome to the Hilda Bear Club, the ultimate club for girly nerds and boys, a place for all things fun. I'm so glad you're here because I'm first going to walk you through everything you can experience in downtown Disney. There are so many fun things to do and so much to explore that most people don't even know about. And I think a lot of people don't realize you don't need a theme park ticket to walk through the gates of downtown Disney. You don't need a season pass. It is completely open to the public. And I also think there's this assumption, especially if you live in California, that you need a ticket just to experience the Disney magic. But you don't. If you're already heading to LA for a concert, a sports event, any type of trip, Anaheim is just 45 minutes away, and you can pop over to downtown Disney for a couple of hours and experience the Disney magic without planning an entire vacation or spending an extra thousands of dollars to make it happen. And that starts before you even walk through the gate, because the first thing we need to talk about is parking. When you arrive, you're going to park in the Simba lot. The flat rate for the first hour is $10, but after that it's $7 every 30 minutes. So if you're there for a few hours, that parking bill can creep up really fast. But here's my hack. If you're going to be making any purchases while you're there, and trust me, you will, ask the cast member at the register if they can validate your parking ticket. I always do mine at the Lego store, and they'll validate it for a few additional hours at no extra charge. Just remember to take your ticket with you because they'll need it to validate, and just like that, you're keeping that parking bill at $10. Now, the first store I want to talk about is the Avengers Reserve store, and if you're a Marvel fan, this store is going to be your new favorite place. The moment you walk in, you're greeted by the coolest Spider-Man merch, and there's also these incredible sculptures up at the top. There's Rocket and Groot, Ghost Spider, and there's so much in here. They have Guardians of the Galaxy merch, there's t-shirts, cute plushies, mugs, a cool mixtape bag, there's Captain America merch, and then these exclusive X-Men figures that are $230. But they honestly look so cool, and there's so much Spider-Man merch like hoodies, collectibles, jerseys, and they have them for the kids too. So if you're bringing little ones, they're going to be so excited. I also found these beautiful artwork pieces and these really pretty cards that look handmade, perfect for any Black Panther fan. It's such a thoughtful little find that you wouldn't even expect to come across in there. And everything in this store is exclusive to this location, so if you're a Marvel fan, you have to make a trip to this store. And across the way is my next favorite store, the Star Wars Trading Post. The vibe is incredible. It feels like a rebel base with the aesthetic and decor carrying all the way through, and they even have merch stationed outside so you can start browsing before you even walk in. They have this special 70th anniversary R2-D2 plus all your favorite droids. But inside is where it really gets cool. You can build your own lightsaber, and I watched so many kids having the best time putting theirs together. But for us adults, they have these ranging from $180 to $350. The variety of Jedi and Sith lightsabers is pretty incredible, and Andrew actually bought Obi-Wan's lightsaber a while back. He has it displayed in his room, and the quality and details is just stunning. It doesn't feel like a toy at all. It even comes with a stand so you can display it properly. It lights up, has cool sound effects. He said every time he holds it, he feels like he's wielding the power of the Force, and since Obi-Wan is his favorite Jedi, it was absolutely worth it for him. As you keep exploring, you'll find an entire wall of the cutest plushies. I love these cuties because they look handmade. I bought these earlier in the year, and on this trip, I added the First Order Stormtrooper to my collection. There's tons of Grogu merch as well, costumes for both adults and kids so you can cosplay as your favorite character. And then there's this wall of helmets. It's so badass. My personal favorite is Kylo Ren's. It just looks super cool. Now, if you're on the hunt for sold out Disney merch, then you have to go to the World of Disney store. This store is humongous. Every wall has its own theme, which makes it really easy to navigate. There's an entire wall dedicated to mugs, and if you're a coffee or tea person, you're going to have the hardest time choosing just one. There are entire walls of Mickey ears. Andrew's personal favorite are the Slinky dog ears, and we spent close to an hour in there just browsing around and having fun looking at everything. And what's really exciting is you'll find merch that is completely sold out online but fully stocked in store, like the Stony Clover 70th anniversary collab. So many of these pieces you just can't find online anymore, and a lot of the Mickey ears are exclusive to in-store and the theme parks only. So you truly cannot get them anywhere else. There's so much cute merch that it was impossible to capture it all on camera, like this Mickey Mouse Club guitar. It is one of the coolest pieces I have ever seen. And then we get to my absolute favorite part of the entire store, the plushies section. I always have to contain myself when I'm browsing this section because I just want to take them all home with me. You'll find so many lovable Disney characters that you just can't find anywhere else but here. And if you still haven't found what you're looking for, make sure you stop into the D-Lander shop because this is another gold mine for sold out Disney merch. This is where I found the newest Stony Clover 70th anniversary Tinkerbell collab. The varsity jacket is so beautiful, and they also have sweatshirts that are just as gorgeous, and the Her Universe Princess active dress that is completely sold out online, fully stocked right here in store. There are just so many collabs packed into this store. Kendra Scott jewelry, and even some very high-end pieces like Gucci bags if you're feeling fancy. I also found the newest Her Universe collab that just dropped, these really cute Mickey Mouse head-shaped sunglasses, Girls Crew jewelry, and these adorable Mickey ear keychains that I thought were just the cutest little things. You'll also find some limited edition Dooney and Brick purses and wallets that are so pretty. I always love going into the store because there's always something new to discover, and honestly, every single time I walk in, I find something I didn't even know I needed. And the last stop on the sold out merch tour is the Disney Storyland boutique. If you've been on the hunt for the Urupuchan-chan plushies, they have so many in stock. The Marie one has been sold out online for months, and I was so excited to find her just sitting there on the shelf. They also had Dumbo and these limited edition B versions of Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore that were so adorable. There's also an entire wall of Winnie the Pooh merch, Zootopia plushies, tons of Marie and Chip and Dale merch, just so much cute stuff everywhere you look. And one of my favorite things about this store is that you can create your own custom headband. You pick your base, choose your character, attach them however you like, and they had all the Zootopia characters, which made it even more fun to customize. You can also do a hat if you prefer that instead. It's just such a fun little experience. And then there's the mystery blind box wall. They had Star Wars, Zootopia, Mickey and Friends, Marvel, Disney princesses. I always take my time going through all of them. I didn't pick any up on this trip, but I have on previous visits, and they're always so exciting to open. They can get a little pricey, so I try not to go too crazy, but if you love collecting them, this is the place to find them. And as you're walking, you'll spot the fun Disney balloons and the 70th anniversary celebration decor throughout downtown Disney, perfect for photos. Next up is the Disney Home Store, and it's so fun to browse through. They have all kinds of Disney home decor, pillows, candles, ornaments, cookware, mugs, and we spent a good amount of time just looking at everything. I even found the most adorable Minnie Mouse apron that I ended up taking home with me. But the really fun part of this store is that you can build your own custom Starbucks tumbler. You pick your tumbler, choose your lid, pick your straw, And just like that, you've got a completely custom cup that is uniquely yours. Andrew had fun putting his together. He was really thoughtful about matching all the colors and trying different lid combinations, and it came out so cute. And then we stumbled across the adventure book from Up. It's this beautiful scrapbook style journal with blank pages inside, just like the one in the movie, and you can make it completely your own. You can use it for journaling, for memories, for whatever you like. Perfect for any Pixar fan. And now we've made it to one of my favorite stops, the Lego store. And oh my god, the model outside is the coolest thing ever. It's Prince Philip battling Maleficent, and the scale of it is just incredible. They also have this really fun outdoor interactive experience for kids where they can sit down and build with Lego, a perfect way to take a little break. As you walk inside, you're immediately greeted by the new Pokemon release, and seeing it in person at full scale is just so cool. They also had Pikachu and Eevee on display. I have the Eevee set, so it was exciting to see exactly how it's going to look once complete. There are so many Disney sets on display too, the Disney Castle, some newer sets that just released, and what I love is that they have actual builds displayed of the sets so you can really see the scale before you buy. I am such a visual person, so this really helps me make decisions. They also have this build your own minifig experience. It looked a little chaotic, but also so much fun. And then there are the Star Wars sets. There's so many of them, some of my personal favorites being BB-8, Grogu, and the Ewok set that I have my eye on as well. There are so many Marvel sets as well, and the one I really want is the Fantastic Four versus Galactus set. I just love the Galactus figure so much. I also spotted these Nike Dunk sets that I have never seen before. Tons of Mario builds, Harry Potter. It is a little overwhelming, honestly, but in the most fun way possible. And then inside, there are more of those incredible sculptures. This massive build of Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet with Abu, and then Genie, who is just enormous and so impressive. The talent that goes into these builds is just incredible. Oh, and don't forget, make sure you make a purchase here and ask them to validate your parking ticket so you can keep that parking bill at $10. And if you have a sweet tooth, you have to stop into the sweet store because walking in here feels like a Disney version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They have these open windows so you can actually watch the bakers making the most beautiful seasonal treats right in front of you. And they had their spring collection out, which was so pretty to look at. Caramel apples, Rice Krispie treats, s'mores, cupcakes, cake pops, and some really cute character themed treats. They look absolutely delicious, and I was so tempted to buy one. And beyond the seasonal treats, there's just so much more in here, from yummy snacks, candies, lollipops, cookies, popcorn. You can really find it all. If you love snacks and candy, this will become your new happy place. And while you're exploring, make sure you participate in the Disney Extravaganza scavenger hunt. It's happening now through April 6th, and it was so much fun. It's such a great little add-on experience while you're already out shopping and exploring. The rules are really simple. You pay $12 to participate, and they hand you a map. One side has all the egg characters you need to find, and the other side shows you every location. You just match the sticker to the location as you go, and when you complete your map, you redeem it for a special keepsake. Andrew took the lead on finding all the eggs while I was shopping, and he was so into it. Once you complete it, you get to pick one of these super cute character-themed eggs. We picked the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and I absolutely love it. Such a simple but special little experience, and for $12, it was so worth it. And if you're a pin collector, Downtown Disney is a great place to trade and hunt for pins. You can walk up to any cast member and ask if they'd like to trade, or if you're looking for something specific, head over to the pin trader section next to the monorail where they have so many pins. And for my foodies out there, there are so many amazing dining options to choose from. There's a food hall that offers diverse culinary options, Cajun, beignets, and even a bowling alley where you can dine in. There is honestly something for everyone, but my personal favorite is Black Tap, the only location in all of California where they make the most incredible over-the-top milkshakes and some of the most delicious burgers I've ever had. There's even a beautiful outdoor bar, It's such a vibe, and I also have some exciting news to share. Chef Gordon Ramsay is opening a brand new British themed gastropub called the Carnaby right here in downtown Disney. And the perfect way to end your downtown Disney experience is watching the nightly live entertainment. It just adds this really magical feeling to the whole experience, the perfect ending to a really fun day. Now, I know that going to downtown Disney will never compare to the full theme park experience. There are no character meetups, no parade, no fireworks, no rides, but for just walking in for free or paying the $10 parking to get a little taste of the Disney magic, it is absolutely worth it. And trust me, your wallet will thank you. Okay, let's get into the fun and exciting part, my Disney haul. I may have gone just a little overboard, but you can't blame me. There are just so many cool things at Downtown Disney, and I couldn't resist. First up is the Lego store. I picked up the Brickhead's Monsters Inc. set for $24.99. These are so adorable, and I can't wait to build it. The mini Disney castle for $39.99, which was sold out during the holidays, so I was so excited to find it back in stock. And the Mario Kart Piranha Plant Power Up Pursuit set for $49.99. This is the last one I needed to complete my Mario Kart collection, and I'm super pumped to display it on my shelf. I also grabbed these Spider-Man and Ghost Spider keychains for $5.99 each. They are just so cute. And we got this super cute Easter decoration set as a free gift with purchase valued at $19.99. Next up is the Star Wars Trading Post, where I grabbed the First Order Stormtrooper doll for $24.99 to add to my collection. Oh my god, they look so cool displayed together. Then at the Disney Storyland boutique, I found the Marie and Dumbo Orupo-chan plushies for $19.99. These are both sold out online, so finding them in store made me so happy. At the World of Disney, I went a little plushie crazy. I picked up a Sully plushie for $34.99. It's so soft and furry, which I love. A Stitch and Angel standing plush for $22.99 each. They're the perfect pair. I also grabbed these beautiful Ariel and Minnie Mouse bag keychains for $16.99 each. I love accessorizing my bags and purses, so I'm excited to decorate them. And a pink Disneyland t-shirt for $32.99 because I'm a Disneyland girl at heart and I love this design. At the Disney Home Store, I treated myself to the most adorable pink bow tumbler for $54.99. It was so much cuter than the custom tumbler choices, so I couldn't resist its cuteness. And a Minnie Mouse apron for $39.99. Earlier this year, I bought an apron from the Sweet Store, which I love, but it runs a little big, and this one fits perfectly. And the last store was the D-Lander shop, where I picked up this Her Universe Daisy Duck athletic dress for $69.99. I love how it feels. It's so pretty and the perfect length. So grand total for my entire Disney haul is $576.88. But I'm super happy with everything. I've been saving my money since December when we first planned our trip, and I actually spent less than I anticipated, which probably means I'm getting just a little better at controlling my shopping impulses. Okay, so that wraps up my Disney haul, but that's not everything because I also attended SEPHORiA 2026 in LA, and I have a full swag bag reveal for you valued at $700. And after the haul, I'll share my overall experience and my honest thoughts about the event. So if you're thinking about going or just curious, then you'll definitely want to continue watching. Oh my god, there's so much here. When I first pulled this bag out, I was so excited. There is so much product in here. So let me showcase the real stars, the full-size products first. First up is the Natasha Denona Xenon Eyeshadow Palette, valued at $72. Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Blush in the shade She's Giving, valued at $40. One Size Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray, valued at $34. Fenty Beauty Pencil Lip Liner in the shade Whiskey, valued at $22. Tower 28 Tinted Lip Treatment in the shade Red Bean Mochi, valued at $16. Sephora Glossed Lip Gloss in the shade Unstoppable, valued at $14. Youth to the People sunscreen, valued at $30. So 7 full-size products with a combined value of $228. And then on top of that, there are a ton of mini-size products. You've got a variety of skincare, serums, moisturizers, toners, and sunscreen, some of which are a pretty decent size, like the Tatcha Rice Wash Cleanser, which gives you enough weeks to really try it out and see how your skin loves it. There are also mini sizes of body washes and mini deodorant, which looks so cute, and some hair products like dry shampoo, heat protecting spray, treatment oils, and for makeup, I was actually a little disappointed because we only got 3 products. There's a Pat McGrath Labs lip pencil, a mini blush stick from Makeup by Mario, and a YSL mascara. And then there are 8 fragrance samples, the little tiny sizes that you can honestly get anywhere with a gift with purchase. So let me give you a tour of the SEPHORiA experience. When I arrived, there was a huge crowd of us waiting to get in. It was a little chaotic at times, but we got in fairly quickly. And as soon as you walk in, you're greeted by free Starbucks. They called it Starbies, which was so cute. It felt like you were walking into a show. And as I made my way into the brand experiences, I felt so overwhelmed. With over 50 different brands represented, there was so much to explore. And each experience had these really fun carnival-like games. Some had you spinning a wheel to win a prize, others had a ring toss game, test your strength game, and even a claw machine. And some of the exhibits were themed around their newest product launches, and I love the creativity. My session also included a fireside chat with the founder of Makeup by Mario, and I got to catch a little bit of his story, but since we only had 3 hours for our session, I spent most of my time walking around and visiting as many brands as I could. The event was split into 2 floors, which they called Crave and Dream. Crave was focused on gourmand scents and textures, while Dream was more whimsical and cloud-like, and each floor had brands carefully selected to fit that mood. And as you made your way through the booths, you collected all your freebies in a swag bag they handed out, so the more booths you were able to visit, the more products you'd walk away with. Which was honestly a challenge because some of the lines were so long, like the Rare Beauty line took me almost 20 minutes to get through, but they did do a color match of their newest foundation that's launching soon, and then they gave me this paper coffee cup with samples. I also got a coupon for 20% off that I can redeem at Sephora for their new foundation, which I'm absolutely going to purchase, but I guess I was expecting something a little more exciting, like if they had their newest foundation ready to sell on the spot at the event, that would have been super cool. Like I would have paid for it and gotten home super happy. And actually, let me rewind a little bit. So when you purchase your ticket, you select the session time and the day you want to attend. There's a morning and evening session, so 4 sessions total across 2 days, and each session is 3 hours long. I've been to the Anime Expo and other industry conventions where you're there all day, like 10 to 12 hours. So 3 hours felt really short, especially when you factor in the long lines that cut directly into the time that you're there. And some of the experiences were based purely on luck. So you could wait 20 to 15 minutes and walk away with something not super valuable, like the Jisoo booth. I waited in line, listened to a 30-second pitch, probably less than that, and then got a random slot machine style prize, which ended up being a sample pack of shampoo and conditioner. If it was an all-day event, would have gladly just taken the samples and be super pumped about it, but it felt like very little reward for the time that you have there. Another great example was the Unwell booth, and oh my god, this was absolutely my favorite booth visually because they had the cutest bag I have ever seen. It was this quilted baby blue purse with the most adorable little dog keychains on it. When it was your turn at the front of the line, the brand rep would press a button on an iPad and you wait for their big bag display to reveal your prize. And it was completely random. You could win the grand prize, which was the blue purse, one of the dog keychains, or a compact mirror. I waited in line for about 15 minutes and I ended up getting the compact mirror, which is totally fine. I can always use one, but I was really hoping for that cute dog keychain or even the purse. I think I only heard of one girl actually winning the purse, so it is completely random no matter how long you wait in line. I think there is so much more for improvement on how these brands create these experiences at the event for you to attend. If Unwell had the purse for purchase, for example, I would have become a loyal fan on the spot. And one of the booths I really wanted to experience was Fenty Beauty because they were actually giving away full-size products, which also made them super popular. Like everybody was going to that booth. But every time I would try to get in line, it was too long and they were asking us to leave and come back at a different time. So I would walk around and then come back and the line was still long, so I couldn't even get in. So that kind of made me a little upset that I wasn't able to actually get in line to get the full-size product. And before I forget, I just want to shout out all of the girls that were hustling. I mean, they had bags full to the brim of products, and sometimes they were carrying multiple tote bags. So not just one, they had like 2 or 3 that were full of products. I was like, oh my God, yes, like those girls know how to play this game. And I wish I would have known some tips or tricks of what they were doing to get their bags full of products. And I also saw lots of girls with this glow recipe tote bag that I just thought was so cute. So I was so determined to get it. So I waited in line and I finally got it, which I loved. The music was also pretty loud in the event, so you couldn't really hear the brand reps giving their pitches, and they were sharing lots of features and new product launches, so it was really hard to even listen in on what they were talking about. So I was just standing there nodding and smiling, just saying like, yes, now give me my free product, which made me laugh, but I'm pretty sure every girl that was there could relate to that. Oh, and one more thing worth mentioning, if you're thinking about going next year, there is also a VIP ticket option. I believe those were around $400 and you'd get access to the event an hour earlier and a much bigger swag bag valued over $1,600. Several girls did share with me at the event that it was absolutely worth it for them because you had your own VIP area where you could hang out, and there was also exclusive booth experiences in there and a chance to do meet and greets with some of the founders, which is really cool, and it sounded like really fun, although I don't know if I'd spend $450 for a VIP ticket, but if you feel like that would be super valuable for you, then I would say go ahead. A lot of girls did mention while they were there that they did that and it was a great experience for them. So I think it may have been worth it. And then right before you leave the event, they cut off your wristband and then they give you your swag bag, which I was really excited. So once you leave the event, you cannot re-enter because then they get prepped for the evening session. So they try to get everybody out after the 3-hour session is complete. And I was just so excited to get mine and I just couldn't wait to rummage through everything. But when I got home and took everything out, it was like 90% travel size products or like little samples. It's valued at $700, but that means that only $228 are full-size products and a little over $400 in half-size products. So although it is a pretty decent amount of product you get, I would have loved more full-size products. Like I would have been okay with less products if that meant you got more full sizes, especially makeup like lip products, mascara, makeup brushes, blush, eyeshadow palettes. Nonetheless, it was a fun experience just to be there. I got to try new brands, which was really fun and exciting, and some of the games were actually fun to play. I just wished we could have been able to purchase makeup products there, like a true expo. Like, oh my God, if Love Shack Fancy had clothing and their fragrances there for purchase, I think I would have gone broke just buying their products. So in the end, would I recommend it? Yes, but to a specific person. If the Sephora event is going to be in your city, then absolutely yes. I think you'll have a fun time exploring, going to the brand experiences, but I wouldn't recommend it to somebody traveling from out of state because you have to pay for your flight, your hotel, your Lyft ride, and that adds up really quickly. I mean, you only get 3 hours in the event, so unless you're gonna make it an entire trip or vacation, I'd say just save your money and go on a shopping spree at your local Sephora store. I think you'd have a more fun time doing that than actually going to the event and spending so much money on just traveling. Now, if they ever change the experience in the future into a more traditional expo with an all-day access pass where you can explore an entire exhibit of brands, purchase products, merch, attend panels and master classes like the full experience of a traditional convention, then I would go again in a heartbeat. So that is everything from our very fun LA adventure. It was such a perfect weekend, and I hope this inspires you to plan your own downtown Disney trip or experience the SEPHORiA event. So I'm curious to know, which experience would you absolutely love? I always enjoy planning mini adventures. They're so fun and exciting for me, but let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I also love replying to all of your comments, so don't be shy. And if you enjoy content like this, then I welcome you to be a part of the Hilda Bear Club by subscribing and becoming a Teddy member. We do lots of fun things here on this channel. We are a small but mighty community of other girly nerds and boys who love gaming, Disney, reading books, collecting comics, and so many other nerdy hobbies, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. So come join us, and I'll see you next time. Bye!